Users of Reddit, what is the scariest story you have experienced? I was warned by my parents never to go into the woods behind our house after dark. They said the forest was alive, that it watched, and that it waited. I always thought it was just a way to keep me from wandering too far, until one night, curiosity got the better of me. I slipped out after midnight, the moon barely a sliver in the sky. The trees loomed like twisted shadows, their branches reaching out like skeletal hands. The deeper I went, the colder it became, and the silence grew thick, almost suffocating. It was then that I noticed the eyes, glowing, piercing eyes watching from the darkness. My heart raced as I tried to turn back, but the path I'd taken had vanished. The trees seemed to close in around me, their bark shifting, twisting into grotesque faces. Whispers filled the air, voices that sounded like my parents but distorted. Wrong. I broke into a run, but the faster I went, the closer the voices came. I could hear my mother's voice calling my name, but it was mingled with something else, something ancient and hungry. My legs ached, but I couldn't stop, not until I tripped over something. A root, a hand. I didn't dare look. I scrambled up and finally saw the edge of the woods. The house was just beyond it, safety within reach. But as I broke through the tree line, I felt something cold brush against my ankle, like fingers clawing at my skin. I didn't look back. I couldn't. When I burst through the door, my parents were there, their faces pale. They didn't ask where I'd been. They knew. And when I glanced back at the woods from the window, the glowing eyes were still there, watching, waiting. I never went back into the woods after that. But sometimes, late at night, I still hear those voices calling my name.